she?
Foxy lady.
Oh, indeed she
baby.
is. She's the Foxy Lady, the smoke show from Glencoe. Feminine touch of the program. She's Lil B. Us Fido.
That thing doesn't stop peeing.
Sounds like me.
Just said.
Well, the only thing bigger than my ego is my prostate. I just went to the bathroom just now.
And apparently his.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can
Winston.
start calling me Fido if you want.
I think
Winston,
I might.
that's right.
It's Winston. I mean, I love him. We got him sleeping longer, like almost through the night, which is great. So it's been proven he can hold it. But we get home, we take him out, he comes back in. 15 minutes later, there's a puddle on the floor.
No!
Another 15 minutes later.
I'd suggest buying a wetback. Gets it up a lot easier, and then you don't have to.
I need a subscription to Brawny paper towels because it's just, he doesn't stop.
You know how you
peeing.
can, you know what, the best way to get the dog to sleep through the night is? Darvis or Quaalude. Put a little bit into their puppy chow.
I'm not
Dog
doing
will
that.
sleep
He's doing it on his own. He knows mommy needs some sleep.
He'll fall asleep and he won't get up for a long time.
He can sleep.
You got goat chow, puppy chow, monkey chow, cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3. And for the dog who bites the neighbor's kids when you ain't got no insurance, final cycle. He's going to love it.
What the heck?
It's Wild Bill Bauer. Final cycle. He's going to love it. You poison your dog
That's
because
terrible.
I know.
I don't like any of that.
It's just so you got goat chow, puppy chow, monkey chow, cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3. And for the dog who bites the neighbor's kids when you ain't got no insurance, final cycle. He's gonna.
That's awful.
It is, but that's why I like it.
I think I made a mistake too.
How so?
Because I've grown to love him.
Aw.
And he looks at me like, feed me, lady.
Oh.
So I've given him if I make a grilled chicken, clean meat, nothing
Right.
bad, but I've given him a piece of chicken. I've given him the little turkey stick, the healthy turkey sticks. They make these little food mazes now. You would die. So they're these little rubber mats and there's mazes. So when you put their food in there, it takes them longer to eat it. So I put peanut butter in there. I just give him little treats because he's my baby.
Well,
Now guess what?
that's your first mistake.
Right. Now, every time I go in the kitchen, it's she's going to feed me something.
Yep, she's spoiled.
And now
Wants nothing
He's-
to do with Elpo.
wants nothing to do with his regular food.
Correct. That was the mistake you
Yeah,
made.
I
You should
did.
have asked me. Here's how bad I got in my head. Now, this was back when I lived at 1033 86th Avenue Northwest, which is in Coon Rapids, the first home that I ever really remember,
Yeah.
right? Because I moved in there when I was in kindergarten. And it's on the National Historic Register of Historic Places. The National Register of because that's where I grew up.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay, it's not.
Yeah, I know.
But we had a dog. Dog's name was Turk. And it was a black lab.
Okay.
It got so spoiled by my mom, it wouldn't eat his dog food unless she fed it to him out of the can on a spoon.
You've
She
got
had
to be kidding
spoon
me.
Feed the dog, and I'm not making it up for the bit. He wouldn't eat. You put it in his dish, he'd just look at it. She'd take it with a spoon, and then all of a sudden he would eat it. She had to feed him with a spoon. He got spoiled.
I mean, they say puppy dog eyes for a reason. He's just looking at me you've been gone all day. I'm in this kennel. I've got somebody that comes over and lets him out every couple hours, plays with him, makes sure he goes for a walk outside, pees, and comes back in. But I'm feeling sad, I've neglected him all day. Little treat here, little treat there.
There was a time where
Now
Turk,
I'm bleeped.
There was a time where Turk jumped, he was sitting by the table and he actually got up with his paws on the table and pulled food right off the table.
My God.
That wouldn't work in my household. If it happened now, I would get final cycle at that point. The dog, you should have some manners. Just ask for something. We'll give it to you,
This is the other thing I'm confused about.
Okay.
I've had, no joke, probably at least 10 different people say, "Oh, do you do the bell by the door?" And I'm like, what? So these people put bells by the door, and then when the dog has to go, they go over and ring the bell. Well, how do I get him to do that? How do I get him to understand that? Also, how do I get it so he just doesn't go over there and play with the bell
That's
and
it,
drive
yeah.
me insane?
Yeah.
I will drive the wrong way down the highway. I can't do it.
I think they're just telling you that because they want to get you going so you
Multiple people have suggested this and do it.
We did it with Roma, and I don't have a good enough memory at this stage because that was almost 12 years ago. I believe just when they're wanting to go potty or maybe like right after they pee. So you got to catch them in the act of peeing on your floor. And then you go over and you take them and you put their paw against the bell.
And then take them out.
And then take them out. Even if they already peed, you still take them out after.
And
to let them know.
I did, against the trainer's advice, start giving him a treat when he does pee outside. So that's what everybody else does. So it's like, okay, see how you get this great thing when you go outside? Stop peeing on my floor.
But then you're going to be giving a treat for eternity every time they go outside.
Fine. He's my baby. I don't care. But stop peeing on my floor.
Until they want to go outside like 12 times a day, eventually.
Well,
You've grown attached to that dog, haven't you?
Well, yeah. He's a little fur ball. And that's
the danger.
When
That's
they
why
do
never
lay
get him in
on
the
you
first
and
place.
cuddle with you, like, it's great. But when that thing pees on my floor, everyone in my family knows to, like, duck and cover, grab the dog, and get it outside, or mom's going to blow.
And just wait till it vomits on your carpet.
Okay.
Well, that'll happen eventually. Is the dog doing the doo-doo in the house yet?
Nope.
That won't be long from now.
And I already got the little, I think they call it like a green machine. It's this miraculous. So if they do go on a rug or a carpet, it just cleans it.
It'll happen
right
so
out.
often you're going to have to talk to Cove about his zero res endorsement. Hey, who do I call over there? Because there's nothing worse. I mean, when we moved into the house that we currently live in, the previous owners had a dog. And the first thing I did, people think I hate dogs. I just dislike them. I don't hate them.
You just don't want to live with them.
Yeah, I don't want to live with them.
Yeah.
So the first thing I did was, before anything, was bring in zero res and have them go through every carpet. Shampoo it. Because you could see, and here's what the guy showed me. If you're eating lunch and this is going to freak you out, then don't do it. But he would lift up the carpet and show me spots, and where there were spots under there. He goes, that's where the dog has peed at one time.
Yeah.
And they were everywhere. So that's why then eventually I had 651 carpets plus home with the next day install come and do my carpet on the main floor, because that's where the dog hung out in this house. You could tell.
Get it all
and
out
then
of there.
you get all the dander and the fur inside the ductwork.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know everybody loves them, and they're man's best friend, and you're your best friend as well. But after a while, it's like, man, they're work.
They are work, and they're spendy too.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the toys, the treats, the crates, the vet. My God.
When do you start buying the?
The vet's that's where it gets. Yeah.
Can't you just take the dog to see Sheldon?
I don't know. Can you give dogs Z-Packs?
I don't know.
A lot of epidemics out there.
There are a lot of
epidemics out
doggy
there.
epidemics
Yeah.
too.
Well, let me ask you this.
What?
It's that commercial. Now they make gourmet food for dogs, right? Are you doing the gourmet food
No.
yet? Because the gourmet, I love the commercial series too, where the guy's in his garage with his dog, and he invites his buddy over to have a couple of beers and watch the game, and he opens up the refrigerator and he goes, "Well, you got dog food?" And he goes, "It's not dog food." And then the guy kind of just rolls his eyes and kind of criticizes it. The next scene is the guy standing outside. He throws the guy out of the. It was. You don't criticize my dog and his food. So it's a little comedic relief. But I wonder what those.
I'm getting served that ad every time I go on my phone, my computer. But until we're making budgets around here, you're getting the dog food in the bag. So suck it up, clown.
So are you giving him the just the really dry kibble and bits, or is he at least getting some canned Elpo?
There's no canned Elpo, no. It's a good, I don't know the brand of dog food, but it's a good dog food. It's what he, like when he was born, like that's what he started eating. The lady sent some with us. And then we've just been getting that kind ever since. And now he wants the good stuff from Lil B.
Lots of advice for you here.
I'll take it.
We'll take we'll come back. We'll look at the Bradshaw and Bryant KFAN text line, or as we like to call it, the Holla Hotline. Speaking of Holla Hotline, I think it was dubbed that by Max, I think.
Yeah, Maxo. Yeah.
Maxo will join us along with Audra Martin for a little program password coming up at 1:30. Short break. Come back with more for this here on The Fan.
Want to chime in on what's happening with your favorite KFAN program? Make your voice heard on the Bradshaw and Bryan text line. Let us know what you have to say by texting your message to 64686. That's 64686. Standard message and data rates apply.
Well, a lot of people have been responding to Lil B's, it's a plight or a concern, but just, the beginning stages of dog ownership to the Bradshaw and Bryant KFAN text line that Tana just promoted. 64686 is the text line number. And this one says, I have a Great Dane that's on Prozac.
Wow.
Well.
Also lucky.
Yeah, lucky. College psychology professor taught me how to house train a dog. Wait and watch. As soon as they start going in the house, scream at the top of your lungs and take them outside to finish. I've had E-dogs. I think what he means, he meant to type a number there and did the letter E. Had one trained in 2 days. The longest was 2 weeks.
So a lot of people say you are not supposed to yell their name at them in a bad tone. That's exactly what you're not supposed to do. Of course, it's immediately what I do. And it's the mom voice, Winston, like that.
Yeah.
Kind of you guys are familiar.
Well, I'm familiar with it.
But sometimes we can tell when he's starting to, because people are like, well, you got to look for the signs. And you can see it, but sometimes you just can't get to him right away. Or, you want to sit down for 5 minutes and eat. He goes and pees somewhere. Good.
No! My 10-year-old golden doodle, Halen, only had one accident in the house at 12 weeks. My dog can hold it for 11 hours.
Sick brag.
I can hold it for about 11 minutes. I have to go right now again, and I just went before the segment started. My wife works from home, so she rarely has to hold it that long. My dog won't eat or drink if nobody is home. She has access to food 24/7 and free to roam the house. Great dog. Signed passport guy. We're happy for him.
Well, and I got a note, too, and this might help you with your problem. Have you ever heard of a belly band?
Say what?
This is just kind of like a diaper for the dog.
I have one of those.
Yeah, maybe that's what you need. Yeah. If I can get them for you, and I'll get them for Winston at the same time.
I've always said it'd be to get me one of those catheters. Then we could sell them at the state fair.
Oh my God.
Common man catheters. No! Just got out of the peeing inside the house stage. My puppy's now 10 months. But it was absolutely infuriating when he would go outside and then come in and you'd leave him for 5 minutes, you'd find a puddle.
Yeah.
Leave him outside. No, if it's too cold out there, I guess. Here's one.
Yeah, it is. That's the other problem. It's the worst time of the year to try to get this going.
But we'll go on a long walk. We'll be outside for a while, and it doesn't matter. 15 minutes later, he's doing it again.
You don't need the bell. He'll eventually just sit by the door and let you know.
Yeah.
We have one 11-year-old golden retriever and a 1-year-old golden retriever. Brother-in-law did the bell thing, and it drove him nuts because the dog started ringing it all the time.
Yes.
Just because it wanted to go outside and play.
Yes. That is my fear.
Here's another that says, you need to do clicker training. It works, but you need to stick with it. What's clicker training?
Is that kind of like shock collar thing?
I don't know.
You ain't going to be able to stick with it when you've got 2 kids in the house. Yeah. You've got activities going on. You don't have time for that.
No. Plus, I'm going to do, I think we're going to do invisible fence in the spring.
Yeah.
Do you recommend doing that?
That's what we have.
And it works?
Yep.
Oh, the invisible fence. My neighbors have a handful of my neighbors have dogs, and they have that. And the other dog.
And you just put it on the lowest setting, right? And
they'll jacket way up.
No, stop that.
Just knock them right off their feet.
No, I'm not doing that. I don't like that.
Yeah, but what happens is they get taught how to do it. They get taught where the boundaries is, and then they'll just never go.
Yeah, they won't even go.
No.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about them getting buzzed because they're just not even going to risk it.
Okay.
Your dog is probably suffering from separation anxiety. Dogs who are without their owners for a good portion of the day tend to hold their pee, but also tend to let their pee go inside the house when you first come in. It's like, hey, don't leave me.
Yeah.
Or I will pee.
Yeah. Well, he's
Maybe
threatening me all right.
Message.
He is. That's exactly what he's doing.
Send a message back.
Uh-huh.
Well, here's a suggestion. Just have Lil B have Max dog sit the puppy. That dog will be in a galaxy of uppers and downers and screamers and laughers in no time.
No shot. Never.
It worked. Get him a deep, slow feeder bowl. Our staff/pit mix will devour food in 30 seconds if we do not use a slow feeder.
Yeah.
Kind of trickles it out, I guess.
Yeah, I've heard of that too. That's what this maze thing is. But now, he used to just devour the food, and now he's looking at me like I would prefer the chicken or the turkey, the bacon. What do you got in there?
I know why the the dog fence works, the invisible electric one. I don't like to talk about myself very often, but I'm going to here.
Yeah.
You're familiar with Loggers Trails Golf Course, right?
Yes.
I think I've told this on the air before. Alongside the 12th hole, okay, it's on the edge of the property, shorter par 4. So you have the left side, then you have some rough, and then there's an electric fence that separates a field, okay? So when the course first opens, this is a number of years ago. Now the course has got to be around close to 20 years, isn't it? Got to be 15, 20 years. My ball was over by that electric fence. So I'm like set up behind it. The electric fence is right behind my butt.
Oh,
right?
God.
I'm like this, and I got room. But when I went like that,
Oh, God.
my butt went back.
Stop.
That electric fence hit me right below the butt cheek on my... I'll tell you what, it dropped me to my knees,
Yeah.
man. Oh, yeah.
I
Just once is all you need, and you're done with it. Just once, man.
Yeah,
So
I got
I've
shocked
been
when,
shot by
on the farm.
did
Oh yeah,
you?
oh yeah. We had electric fences for the steers and like for some of the pigs too. A little slip up, that'll zing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't make that mistake again, did you?
No, I did not.
So the dog learns after one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can I give you one other piece of advice?
Yes, please.
Non-urine related.
please.
If you haven't already, pet insurance.
Well, so I've heard conflicting reports. Get pet insurance. Nope, don't get pet insurance. It's a ripoff.
Insurance for what? In case it dies?
No, just so like every time you take it to the vet, it's just like our insurance, then they pay for whatever percent. But
So when Roma was, year 2 years old, she ended up having this like mysterious disease that we still don't know what she has. They still never diagnosed it. She had to go to the University of Minnesota multiple times. They ended up treating her for myasthenia gravis without knowing whether that was it or not.
okay.
But the bills for that,
Oh God.
had we not had him pet insurance,
Yeah.
would have been through the roof. And then it puts you through the moral dilemma of whether you pay
Yes.
money to make sure your dog is...
You got goat chow, puppy chow, monkey chow, cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3, and for the dog who's running up the vet bills, final cycle. He's going to love it.
It was over $10,000.
Oh my God.
So thankfully, pet insurance covered, I think, virtually all of it.
So how much is that a month? What am I looking at here?
You think I pay for it?
A couple of 13, 14.
That comes from the wife's bank account.
Oh, see.
What, that's not a joint account?
No.
Why? It's
a
your
joint,
dog, too.
Yeah, it's a family
She's the one
pet.
who wanted pet insurance.
Actually, good call. Mr. Lil B's paying for that.
And then finally, vet here, happy to consult for the
Yes.
potty training, but Lil B is doing a good job. Wait, now, I get 10 all of a sudden, and then buried that one. Here it is.
Yeah.
But Lil B is doing a good job sifting through all the advice coming from the dog owners. Make going potty and playing outside a separate event when going outside. Go outside to potty and give the positive reinforcement, then go back in. If you're going out to play anyway, wait a few minutes, then go back out. Can I get a moniker? Vet Guy. He's happy to talk pets anytime.
Love that.
So that's not bad advice from Pet Guy.
I love that.
Pet vet guy.
Pet vet guy.
So there you go. He's got that.
I love that.
Which is nice. Let's do this. Let's break when we come back. Audra's already here. We're still waiting for Max. We're going to play a little bit of Progrum Password.
Hooty-hoo.
Going into the break, Tennessee's got Wild today.
Yeah, this is Wild Today, brought to you by Jim Beam, the official bourbon of the Minnesota Wild. The Wild's 4-game winning streak came to an end last night as they lost to the Colorado Avalanche by a score of 6-1. Philip Gustafson made just 21 saves behind a depleted blue line. Zach Bogosian got the lone Wild goal. The Avs are now just 3 points behind the Wild in the Central Division. And the Wild will head west tomorrow night as they'll go to San Jose to take on the Sharks. And Kirill Kaprizov, Brock Faber, Jonas Brodin, none of them made the trip for their 2-game trip to San Jose and Vegas. Tomorrow night's game starts at 9 o'clock. You'll hear that game right here on The Fan. That was Wild Today, brought to you by Jim Beam, a crowd pleaser since 1795. Head over to our contest page and enter for your chance to win a pair of passes to an early screening of the new historical thriller September 5th in theaters January 17th. That's KFAN.com. Keyword contest. Enter now.
Pass Common Man program. You know, Tennessee, I've been trying to guess. You know, these AI songs oftentimes sound like real songs from artists, and I've been guessing. This one sounds to me like it might be Biz Markie. Does this sound like it might be Biz Markie?
Say he's just a friend?
Yeah. Biz Markie. Yeah. Time for a little program password. Audra, good to see you again.
Good to see you. Good to see you guys.
I'm glad you're
I'm glad I forgot already how to work the buttons.
That's okay. You'll figure it out. And then, of course, there he is.
Yes, sir.
Max Froh.
Drip Brothers back, baby. Yes,
We're back together again. Where'd you get that old Common Man T-shirt you're wearing underneath the...
I'm a
Oakland A's.
collector. I'm a historian, so I'm a card-carrying member of the Commonwealth, and I was like, I got to rep my guy. I'm coming into the Commonwealth. I got to rep
Preposterous
my
Statement
guy.
Tournament T-shirt. Those are rare.
Oh, very rare.
Preposterous Statements aren't.
No,
We got
not
a
at
lot
all.
of
Not
them
at this
radio
station.
How's everybody doing? Audra, what you been up to?
Hockey.
Hockey.
It's been
And
fun.
more hockey.
It's been
And more
great.
hockey,
Well,
yeah.
minus last night. That was not so great.
6-1 the final? Or is it 6-0?
Yeah, 6-1. But the rest of the season's been really fun, so makes my job easier.
Anybody else get hurt last night? I mean, it seems like every game we're losing somebody, or did we get out of that game unscathed?
Marco Rossi did have a shift early on where I thought he might have tweaked something, but he came back out. So
Okay, so good. So
we cannot lose anymore.
So we went without an injury. Good deal. So things are going well there, Max. We already know it's going well for you.
It's always going
always
well
a good
for
day,
me. I mean,
right?
I
Just
woke
ask
up.
him.
Yeah, I just woke up him. You know what I'm saying? Capital H, capital I, capital M. So it's all good in the hood.
Have you followed in the footsteps of the Common Man, referring to yourself in the third person?
Yeah, I'm starting
That's
to
so
do
much
it. It's
fun,
the
isn't
best.
it?
It's a good bit.
Well, Max thinks this and Max thinks that, and people they think, well, now this person. Herschel used to do it.
Yeah,
well Herschel thinks
the
this.
guy whose jersey I got, Ricky Henderson.
He used to do the same thing. I just love doing it.
It's the best. And then you give yourself monikers. You know, Max Keel O'Neill thinks this.
Right, yes.
You know, Leonardo DiMaxbriel thinks this.
When I respond to people at comment@KFAN.com, they'll ask me something. I go, well, Common thinks.
That's where I got it from, actually, is the text line. It's brilliant.
Well, Common thinks this. Because people just go, how full of himself can he be? Plenty. Overflowing. Overflowing.
Your
with
cup
fullness.
runneth over.
Yes, it does indeed. Little program password. What do we got, Tennessee? What's
Let's
our
play.
records? Yeah, let's play.
Password. Come on, give the password. Give the password.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play Progrum Password. Here's your host, the very average and plain-looking Tenna B. Yeah, I can't do the nicknames like Max can. But you are listening to Program Password. You can also watch Program Password right now at KFAN.com/watch. As always, here's your Program Password preview. It's Common and Max. We're reuniting the Drip Brothers.
Yes, sir.
They're taking on Lil B and Audra Martin from Bally's. No, I can't say that anymore. No. FanDuel Sports Network. Let's begin
We
with...
should play a game where we try to guess who will run after FanDuel Sports. Who will be next?
We'll be the next
Sort of like our
gambling
radio
affiliated.
station. Same thing. We were Evergreen. We were Clear Channel. We were like... I bet before we became iHeart, I bet we had 5 different ownership groups.
Yep.
Just changed one after another. It's the way the media business
I'm guessing
is.
it'll be Underdog Fantasy Sports
Yeah,
Network
maybe that'll
in
be
about
next
4
one.
years.
Yeah, it could be very well be.
Hooters Sports Network.
Hooter Sports Network. yeah.
Common and Max, the Drip Brothers. Common, you are 76 and 79 all time after winning at the wire last week.
Thanks to Lil B. Appreciate it.
That was a good
Max, you're either him
I am.
or you're the opposite of him. You started off 4-0. We thought you were the greatest Program Password player of
Yeah.
all time.
I am.
Then you went on an 8-game must-like losing streak.
Oh, I mean, okay, must like is
since-
a little harsh.
You've now won 4 in a row.
Yes, sir.
You are 8-8. You're at 500. And you and Common together as a team, you guys are 4-3 together.
I don't mind
That's the
riding your coattails today either. Not at all.
Just hop on my back.
I'll do it, man.
I'm hotter than fish grease right now,
Yeah,
baby.
all right.
I'm hotter than a polar bear in a mink coat right now. I mean, I'm the fastest rising young program password player in the country.
And have been for about 10 years.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, you're facing a pretty good team today, and Lil B and
It's a
Audra
daunting
Martin.
challenge.
Lil B hasn't
is.
lost since November. Sure, she hasn't played most of those games, but she hasn't lost since November.
Yep.
She's 84 and 64. She's on a 3-game winning streak.
Yes. Feels good.
Let's go.
20 over 500?
That's nuts.
Holy
Yeah,
moly.
very
that's
impressive.
Wow.
Audra, you might be on that route as well. You are 3-1 all time. You've won 2 in a row, though I didn't realize until today, your only teammate you've ever had is Lil B.
I was mentally preparing for you to switch it up.
I should have switched it up if I would have known that before I put the teams together. I feel bad that I've stuck you with Lil B for 4 in a row.
Okay, I don't think you have to
And now
feel
5 in a row.
bad. I think she's fine with it.
Yep.
You guys got a good vibe. You're 3-1
Yeah,
together
it's
as a
great.
team.
You guys have a nickname, a team name? Anything clever? Or?
Formerly Valley Sports North team.
All right,
Come up with something just in time for us to never be partners again.
we ready to play?
Let's
play.
All right, Common and Max versus Lil B and Audra. Like I said, you can watch right now at KFAN.com/watch. We'll begin with Lil B and Max. You two take a look at the iPad, please. The password is marker. Did you guys see it over there?
I saw the reflection
Did you
in
see
his
it?
sunglasses, but the letters are too small for me to
Yes.
know.
Yes.
You did see it.
Yeah.
Okay. As always, we are gentlemen on this show. We let ladies go first. Lil B, you will have the option here. You want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right, Lil B and Audra for 10.
Sharpie.
Marker.
That's a good clue.
That is a
I
really
wasn't even
good
thinking about
clue.
If you would have said Biz, I'd have said Marky.
That would have been genius.
And then he would have given me one chance to change it. I would have said Marker. Biz Marker. All right.
It's all good.
I miss the old days when we could play bumper music because I would love to come back with some Bismarcky
We can
coming
just
out of
dump
break.
the whole segment from the podcast and we can do it. Well, we can.
Let's not get nuts.
You can do it, though. But you're right. We
All
don't
right,
get nuts.
the ladies lead the guys 10-0. Lil B and Audra with the lead. Common and Audra, I need you two to take a look at the iPad, please. The password is side. Make sure you flip that upside down, Audra, so your teammate doesn't see it. Audra, make sure you flip that iPad upside down so your teammate doesn't see it. Thank you. Common, you're trailing by 10. You have the option here. You want to go first or second?
Second.
All right, Audra and Lil B for 10.
Blind. Vision.
Common and Max for 9.
Coleslaw.
Side.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah,
Come on.
that's good. I was
Genius. Come on now.
That's
thinking like
good.
hustle, side piece, side.
Yeah.
Side piece.
Also, that's good.
Calm down, Max.
Because I thought if I said coleslaw right away, that I was probably not going to get you to say side, so I passed.
that
Just the
was good.
strategy of a guy that's
That was really
several
good.
games under 500.
Genius. You're getting into Rosen-like at this stage of your career where you have to explain your
Yes,
thinking behind every
correct.
single decision.
Absolutely.
All right, Lil B and Audra have a 1-point lead. It's 10-9. Lil B and Max, take a look at the iPad, please. The password is stone. All right, Max, you're down a point. You have the option. You want to go first or second?
We'll go first.
All right, to take the lead, Max and Common for 10.
Rolling.
Crushing it.
Lil B and Audra for 9.
Rocks.
I don't know.
Max and Common for 8.
Magazine.
Stone.
There we go. Rolling stone. There's no moss. We rolling like a stone.
All right, time to get back in. Get my mind in this.
All right, Common and Max lead 17-10. Common and Audra, take a look at the iPad. The password is wipe. Flip that over, Audra. So Lil B doesn't go Rosen on it.
I would never.
You're down 7 points, Audra, so you have the option here. You want to go first or second?
Second.
All right, Common and Max for 10.
Lysol.
Spray.
Audra and Lil B for 9.
Cloth.
Wipe.
That's a good
Tough. That's a tough one.
Good. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah. You almost had it, too.
I did. I was right on the trail
hoping
there.
you were on the trail.
We're getting close.
All All right, Lil B and Audra have regained the lead. It's 19-17. Lil B and Max. Take a look at the iPad. The password is marshmallow. Max, the option is back on you. You trail by 2. What do you want to do here, first or second?
We'll go second.
All right, Lil B and Audra for 10.
Peeps. Marshmallow?
Wow.
I didn't even think about going down that route. Peeps. Would you have said marshmallow?
I would have said my main man.
I said my dog Common if you said Peeps. Yeah. That's my Peep right there.
All right, biggest lead of the game so far. Lil B and Audra up by 12. It's 29-17. Common and Audra. Take a look at the iPad. The password is battle. Common, you're down 12, so you have the option here. What would you like to do, first or second?
I'm going to go second.
All right, Audra and Lil B for 10.
War.
Battle.
I should have went with war.
Yeah, I would have said battle. Yeah. It's okay.
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. That's 2 10-pointers in a row and 29 points in a row for Lil B and Audra. They now lead 39-17. It's not very drippy in that room over there right now.
I'm feeling it, though. I'm feeling a drip coming.
Okay, Paul Allen. Lil B and Max, take a look at the iPad, please. The password is clue. All right, Max, this is kind of an important one already. You got to stop the bleeding here. You're down 22 points. The option's yours. What do you want to do?
We're going to go first.
All right, Max and Common to stop the bleeding for 10.
Hint.
Clue.
Come on now.
Yeah, come on now.
Come on now. I don't see no blood. Put a Band-Aid on that thing.
Put a Band-Aid on that thing. Put a Band-Aid on it, or how about a tourniquet? Yeah.
Surgical in this piece.
39-27, Lil B and Audra with the lead. Common and Audra. iPad, please. The password is disco. Common, you're down 12. You got the option. You can make this a 2-point game here. You want to go first or
I'm
second?
going to go first.
Ooh.
All right, Common and Max for 10.
Travolta.
Audra and Lil B for 9.
Ball.
Disco.
That was probably a bad
I
clue.
don't know. I was going to say Travolta, too.
I was
I
going
would
to
have
say
said disco.
That's 2 words.
Yeah, that is 2 words. It's okay. I got the afro. I should have got this.
We're all right.
Well, you're just barely staying alive.
Nice. Nice.
Ooh, staying alive. Well, got a good game going on here. This is fun. We'll take a quick break, come back. Second half of Program Password, other side of the break. Common Man Program on the Fan.